Thanks for joining us today on Euronews. We're talking about this huge anti-Russian rally that took place in Tbilisi. Do you understand what the protesters were angry about?
I think that the reaction of the population is very natural, but I don't think that we should continue into that direction. What this country needs more than anything else is quietness and internal stability, because that's our real strength. There is a political problem with Russia, and everybody hopes that this will be solved one day. But meanwhile, Georgia is developing. Georgia has its own path towards European Union, and that is what is more important.
So you've blamed Moscow for the unrest, suggesting a fifth column loyal to Moscow had stirred up the trouble. Can you sort of expand on that a little bit and explain your feelings?
Oh, I think that in this country, and as in many other countries, there are attempts for destabilization, and that is something that we should be very wary about and be careful. It's very easy in a country like this to play on the feelings of the population and to agitate those feelings.
Given the tensions with Moscow, how do you see Georgia's relationship with the EU developing?
Well, that's our path. We have one perspective, one path, and that is European Union. Tensions with Moscow have existed, but that has not prevented, for instance, 1.5 million tourists to come to this country without any incident between the population and those tourists.
So what's your response to Vladimir Putin suspending flights to Georgia then?
The response is that tourists should continue to come because they love Georgia, and politicians and leaders should solve the problems that are at the bottom of what has happened. And solving these problems mean that we have to reunify Georgian territories. But that should not affect the tourists, should not affect the population, should not affect the peaceful situation that has prevailed in Georgia despite everything else.
Briefly, what do you see as the next steps then?
We should have de-escalation, because nobody needs, not Georgia, not the EU, nobody needs another point for tension in the region, in the wide region. So that is certainly not what Georgia is going to go for. And we will continue what we have been doing, which is answering with peaceful means to any attempts to create tensions.
Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you very much.